What's going on, everybody? You're tuned into the Dynasty Proud podcast on a another Celtics loss today against the Orlando Magic. The Celtics lose 123 to 110. Not a great game today, especially in that fourth quarter to close out the game. But other than that, my man Adrian, how you doing today?
All right, you.
I'm doing okay, doing okay. Would have preferred a Celtics win today, but it is what it is. The team went down by 16 points at one time in this game, and whenever you're trying to battle back from a deficit like that, it's going to be a tough game for anyone to win. We shouldn't have even been in that position to begin with, but it is what it is. The Celtics were again killed by some offensive rebounding, leading to the Magic getting those second chance points, and they were killing us on the 3 point line today. Probably one of the worst teams in the league right now shooting the three, but whenever it's against the Boston Celtics, everyone loves to, become prime Harden. It's insane.
Yeah, we came out flat today. There was no energy. There was no inspired play. We were just chasing our tails the whole game. It seemed like every time we tried to make a run, Orlando would push the lead back up again. Wendell Carter was killing us on the boards. He was eating up a lot of offensive rebounds. They were seeking out the mismatches. It seemed like every
Oh,
time.
absolutely.
Yeah, they just seeked out whether it was Simons. That was probably the
Richard.
reason why Joe sat him down for nearly the whole half. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't nice, pretty to see.
Yeah, in that first quarter when Pritchard got into foul trouble, they were relentlessly attacking him in the post, backing him down. He picked up two quick fouls that put Simons into the game, and the same thing, they went after him, and he didn't get any scoring done until the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
So just took our offense out the game, and they were able to build their lead, 16 points, I believe it was at one point, and the Celtics had to try to battle back. Jalen Brown was once again trying to carry the team. Another 30-point game for him today in this season, and not enough. Just the team around him not doing enough to help with the scoring and defending, and you kind of feel bad. I'm feeling bad for Jalen Brown this season, man,
mhm.
because this is the time where with JT being out, you would hope that him carrying the team and then the others around him supporting, like how we would support Tatum, but it's really not happening, unfortunately, for Jalen this season. And we're a small team. You could see it on the court. It was 100% obvious today. I mean, the Magic has massive size compared to any of the lineups that the Celtics were putting out there today.
Yeah, like you say, you could definitely see it on the court. Paulo, Wagner, all these guys were just mountains compared to what the Celtics were putting out there. Yeah, the size really hurt us today.
Really, really small lineups today. And then there was a point where Joe went completely all small lineup out there, no bigs, and it is just insane to see how small the team is now without Tatum and the bigs that we used to have.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just we have no size to match up with a bigger team. Where our best players are small guys. I mean, Peyton Pritchard
Yeah,
gave us a good game tonight. He was hitting his threes, but then towards the end of the game, he was trying to take it to the basket. He was just getting swallowed up. He was just getting
yeah,
engulfed down there. Where
yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead. Yeah. It was just yeah. It was I don't know if he saw that stat at the beginning or that they had put in the game about him being the highest percentage shooter,
oh yeah,
down in the paint this year. But I mean, it was a decent game. I mean, I'm not gonna, go too crazy on Peyton Pritchard today. I mean, he was scoring and he was being aggressive. He was doing what he's been good at all season so far. So gonna take the good with the bad from Pritchard. We had some, some good games, some good games today from some other players today. Once again with Jordan Walsh today, he gave us some really good minutes, good
Yeah,
energy. Definitely his best 2 game stretch in his Celtics career for sure. Um, and another decent Josh Minot game, but the absolutely brutal fourth quarter turnover completely skewed the momentum of the game. That was essentially the game. We had a chance. I believe we were up at one point at that time. Could have
yeah,
gone down, extended the lead, and just a complete backbreaker turns it over and gives the Orlando Magic the lead off of that turnover. And yeah, then they go down and we can't make a shot. Orlando starts just another scoring offensive run
yeah,
and just bad defense to close out that game. Namias Keita just committing the transition take foul for absolutely no reason after missing a layup right at the rim. There was some contact, but you gotta go up strong with that,
yeah.
and try to draw the foul at least instead of going soft and trying to, make that layup. Yeah, you just saw some things at the end of that game from some players that you really saw them shrink in the moment when we wanted them to, you know, find a way to win this game, but unfortunately, they were not able to do that today.
Yeah, we killed ourselves. I mean, it seemed like I said earlier, every time we got close, we were either turning the ball over or just missing shots. There was just no pace, no rhythm. Came out flat, and whatever little energy we had, we were trying to come back. But like you said, it's hard to come back. You got to play nearly perfect basketball, and we weren't
Right.
doing that.
Exactly. I mean, and Orlando, they were trying to keep us in it, man. They were committing turnovers. Another high turnover game for the Magic. That's kind of what kept the Celtics in this game. But towards the end, when the Celtics weren't, getting any stops, getting any turnovers, missing shots, then the Orlando Magic they just completely capitalized on that and went on that run to end the game, and that was it. But yeah, right at that moment when Josh Mina had committed that turnover, I pretty much knew, the following minute after that was the game, that was the momentum shift that Orlando needed to pull out that win at home and win their, I believe it was their first win of the NBA Cup as well. So Celtics are now 1-1 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, we play them again Sunday, I believe. Correct?
Yeah, they're our next
Yeah,
opponent. I mean, they were talking about, go to the tape and everything like that, as far as, what we can do to adjust for the next game. It's going to be hard to adjust size. I mean, the Celtics still lack the size. It's not going to magically change overnight.
yeah,
I can honestly see the Orlando Magic going for the same game plan that they had this game. Attacking the smaller guards, trying to get the switch onto them, back them down into the paint, try to draw the foul. It's going to be tough for the Celtics team going into the next game as well. And the Magic they really didn't drive too much in this game. Hit a lot of their shots from the 3-point marker today, and the Celtics were actually the opposite. They took a lot of shots in the from the 2-point range and not too many 3-point shots taken this game. We'll see if Joe maybe wants to flip that around, take more 3-pointers the next game, but it's hard to you can see the past couple games, 2-3 games that the 3-point percent shots have gone down a little bit, and it's because of guys like Derek White not making his shots. Pritchard hasn't been the best, and um, Jalen wasn't good for a while either, taking the three, and Sam Hauser is also in a slump now too.
yeah. He's
So it seems like the game plan has switched to going to more 2-point oriented, more 2-point oriented, kind of shying away from the three, but I feel like that's going to be pretty much the Celtics' main adjustment going to the next game, possibly, is taking more 3-pointers and seeing if the math helps out. But these
yeah,
guys got to hit the shots. Hauser wasn't that great today again, and D White not really that great from 3 point range. He hit one in the fourth quarter that gave us the lead, but um, has to be consistent. And if we're not hitting the shots consistently, I see how the game plan has changed a little bit now to more driving, trying to get into the paint and score. And with that crazy stat that we saw about Peyton Pritchard today being in 70%, um, shot percentage, taking his shots close or whatever.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, you can see, man, like he's up there with names like Giannis. It's insane.
yeah.
So yeah, the definitely, the Celtics, they still take their 3 point shots, but you can start seeing the trend going down a little bit, and I have to believe that it's because of the lack of shot making that's going on right now.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if Joe's going to tinker with that lineup. They came out definitely flat. They weren't hitting anything. There was no energy on the court. I wouldn't be opposed to maybe starting a Jordan Walsh, a Hugo, just energy guys to start off the game right and see if these guys can come in and just keep up the pace. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we could be for that too. I don't know if it's really like the energy of the starting unit though. I feel
Yeah,
like the bench unit, they come in and they start off really slow. Especially when they're putting in Sam Hauser, Josh Minot, and Luca Garza at the same time. I mean, if Sam Hauser's not out there hitting shots and Simons isn't out there hitting shots and he's getting bullied and getting into foul trouble early for that second unit, it's going to be hard for the Celtics to try to build a lead with when Jalen and Dy and Pritchard go on the bench and build a lead or even try to come back from a deficit. So um, need Sam Hauser to be hitting these shots, and he's been in a slump.
yeah,
Uh, and yeah, I mean, it's not really the greatest defensive lineup either. Sam Hauser, he was decent, maybe 2, 3 seasons ago, guarding up and stuff like that. He's not the same player. He was never really athletic to begin with, so as he's getting older and the seasons go on, more miles on the legs. He hasn't been the greatest either on defense. Simons is just small. So he's going to get attacked all the time. And Luca Garza, I mean, he's kind of slow getting up and down the court. It's
yeah,
yeah, I thought he would have been a decent replacement this year, but right now he gives you some he gives you good spurts, but other than that, when he's not doing anything, not scoring and stuff, it's hard because he's also getting lost on defense. He's not being able to get any rebounds over anyone. It's just the lack of size again,
yeah.
affecting this team.
Yeah, the lack of size and lack of athletic ability on the bigs. I mean, Kata gives you a little bit here. He teases you, and then he teases you, and then he takes it back. But yeah, it would definitely need more size. We're just lacking in that.
Yeah, and like I was saying this a couple post games ago. Yeah, he's great at times, and other times he looks like the G League Kata. It's he is not a starting center for this team. I mean, if the organization is serious about the team competing in the postseason or making it to the postseason, Jalen Brown is going to need a legit starting center to help out and grab some boards because even when Keita is having a good game, you put him on the bench and Luka Garza comes in, then we're getting nothing. And when Josh Minot becomes the best rebounder on the floor for the second unit over the backup center, it's a cause of concern. And yeah, this is where the team is right now. It's unfortunate that we are 4-6 right now. Could be worse.
Yeah,
Could definitely be worse. But yeah, now going into the next game on the 9th against the Magic. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. They were talking about, this is like a nice little mini series to see how you adjust from game to game. Um, I think the 3-point shot has to increase for this next game.
Yeah, yeah. That's that's the only way they're gonna win is if they hit the shots, hit the threes. They can't out rebound their opposition night in, night out. I mean, they'll have spurts, ups and downs, but if they're not making a shot, it's going to make everything more difficult. Joe's got to create some opportunities for these guys. I don't know, make
Mhm.
things easier, but they're struggling if they're not hitting those threes.
Yeah, it was really like what we used to do to other teams with like the Magic with our 3-point shooting. I mean the Magic hit I believe it was what 17 threes tonight, 16, 17 threes. Um yeah, that's what we used to do to teams, and they basically took our approach and they hit it. And they executed, and they had a lot of open threes that just went down. Even some of the contested ones. I mean, once you make one, see one go down, couple in a row, and sometimes you know the contested ones go in as well. And that's what happened to the Celtics tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, just good shot making from Orlando, to be honest, and that's what killed them, along with the rebounding, and letting them kind of get back in, get those second chance opportunities. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, Desmond Bain, this was his get right game. I guess he was struggling going
yeah, he
tonight.
was.
He made some shots, so yeah. Wish it wasn't against us. Hopefully we can cool him down just a little bit next game Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. The defense is, we gave up another 35 plus in that first quarter, and yeah, 39 in the fourth. No 40-point quarters today, but when you're giving up 38 in the first and 39 in the fourth to start and to close it out, yeah, that's tough right there. They held them to 21 in the second, 25 in the third. They played good defense, but they just could not sustain it. 39, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, Joe used to preach keep the opponents 25 or less a quarter. But yeah, I don't know.
Unfortunately, that is not gonna happen a lot this season.
Yeah,
Just we do not have the defenders that we used to have. Al Horford, Drew Holiday. Those guys aren't. Those guys, were our defensive backbones, and we don't really have anybody like that on the team right now. That's going to be able to do that just because you know they're small. It is what it is. It's hard to guard bigger players, and when a team is so small, and um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if the Celtics are going to do anything to try and correct that this year, but
yeah,
um, you know, 2 games under 500 right now. I mean, they're not in a bad position, but they're not in a great position.
yeah, yeah. I guess the good part of it is they're in the East. If they were in the West, they'd probably be in a worse position. If they,
Yeah, yeah, that's very true.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, okay. Let's take a look at these. Let's see. Let's take a look at these box scores right here. All right, so we had Josh Minot today, 25 minutes, 12 points. He had 8 rebounds to go with an assist, a steal, and a couple turnovers. That one major critical one at the end of the game right there that completely changed the momentum of the game. Namias Keita, 30 minutes, 5 points today, 8 rebounds. This is going back to what I was saying about Josh Minot coming into the game for the second unit, and he's having, the same amount of rebounds as our starting center, and he's in the second unit playing 5 minutes less. So he didn't start today, right? No, he did start today. Sorry,
yeah, he did.
he did,
Yeah,
but he did play five less minutes today.
yeah,
Yeah, 2 of 8 from the field, from Nemias. Would have loved to see him go up hard, go up strong with that possession that he had to close out the game, but ended up, you know, fouling in transition, take foul. They hit the free throw. It was, I believe, a 6 point swing right there because they get the ball back and then hit a three right there. So that was your game as well. Derek White, 37 minutes today, 16 points, 10 assists. I
Mhm.
mean, they were just letting him drive to the rim at the end. Pretty
Yeah,
much garbage time minutes. Didn't really. I mean, yeah, it wasn't really a great game from D White today. Again, he shot 7 for 16, 1 of 6 from three. I mean, the fall off from the 3 point shot is absolutely insane. I
yeah,
mean, I've been saying it from the beginning of the season, man. These shots don't look close sometimes. I mean, they are really, really not close. I mean, you would start to feel a little bit better if you see the shot in the cylinder, bounce out halfway down, comes out. All right, that's the luck of the shot. But man, some these air there was a really bad air ball again in this game today. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen D White airball this much in a season.
yeah,
I mean, it's been like 3, 4 games now where they're just some really bad air balls. I don't know what's wrong with the shot. I have no idea.
yeah,
I don't know if it's tired legs. I mean, he's been playing a lot of basketball since being traded to this team.
yeah,
And now with the heavier workload, I mean, it's got to be affecting him, but at the same time, he would say that that's not an excuse.
yeah. Yeah, it's just mental at this point for him and Pritch. I think it's just mental. It's in their heads now, and they're just pressing, and they're not finding their stroke. They're not finding their rhythm. That's why you sort of want to get those easy points. To see the ball go in. Take it to lane, get fouled, hit a couple free throws.
Yeah.
Just get into a rhythm that way, and then maybe the shots become a little easier from the three. But
Yeah. He was a -9 this game, and Celtics once again. I mean, look at these fouls.
mm,
All these player fouls right here. I mean, the Celtics once again can't. I mean, we've been saying it for a couple games now. They can't defend without fouling.
yeah,
Um, it's just it is what it is, man. A lot of these guys are new on the team as well, and they're trying to tap into this defensive philosophy that Joe preached before the season and that they shouted out to the media that they were going to be doing. It's totally backfired in their faces this year, and even now we have Jalen Brown quadrupling down on the officiating for the team
mm,
and going on Instagram and talking about it, making posts, retweeting.
yeah,
Former referees talking about how they used to, you know, talk about coming into the game and like, hey, we're not going to make calls for this guy. We're going to start palming the ball. We're going to start calling palming violations and stuff.
yeah,
And once again, Jalen Brown. This is now the third day, I believe. Still no fine. Still no fine from the league on Jalen Brown. And I have a feeling that they are not going to draw attention to his comments by fining him.
yeah,
And it is being displayed right now that this guy is still not getting calls. He's
yeah,
still not getting calls that other superstars in this league have been afforded throughout their careers. It it,
yeah.
it baffles me. It honestly baffles me.
Yeah, these officials don't like to get shown up. That's the thing. And once you start showing up or showing them up or speaking out of line, they take it personal and they're not gonna give you those close calls. But
This is unprecedented though. I mean, this is like this I don't remember a player speaking out this candidly about the officiating, not getting fined, and then still continuing to play. And it's almost like the referees listened, they took note and said, "Okay, we're going to double down since you're doubling down." and we're not going to make these calls for you guys, and we are going to call the fouls on the other team for the other team. Um, I mean, what's after quadrupling down? What's the next word for that? Jalen might as well go 5 in a row, 4 or 5 days in a row, and just keep talking about it until something changes because they aren't finding him for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it's insane. Look at these fouls, all these player fouls, 27 compared to Orlando's 18. I mean, it's not that bad of a free throw disparity. I mean, of a call disparity, but 31 free throw attempts for Orlando to 16 for the Celtics. What's
Oh my,
going on here, man? What's
yeah,
going on? I mean, we didn't take the 3-point shot, as many 3-pointers in this game. The players were getting their heads down, they were driving, and they're still not afforded the same calls that other teams are afforded. So
yeah,
man, it continues to baffle me that the NBA can still go out there, continue to do this, have not find Jalen, and then act like what Jalen is talking about m- isn't a little bit true. I mean,
mm,
I'm starting to, you know, it's not really a tinfoil hat on my head if it's we can see it. I don't know, man. It's
yeah,
insane to me right now.
yeah. They're just yeah. The Red Sox, the Celtics have the reputation right now. Even like you take Jason Tatum into account, also, and he doesn't get the benefit of the calls a lot of times, and Jalen now, and it's just a trend. Yeah, these officials aren't held accountable. If they are, nobody sees it, and it's hard to say. I don't know. I think if the league was more transparent, then people wouldn't gripe about the officiating as much. If,
Dude,
referee X gets fined 100,000 or 50,000, then everyone would say, okay, they're doing something about it. But there's no transparency. It's all sealed books, and I don't know.
I don't know, man. Jalen Brown he took 28 field goal attempts. 28.
Yeah,
6 of them from the 3-point line. I mean, the guy was going to the rack. I mean, it shows it right here in his attempts. A
yeah,
lot of them were mid ranges, and I mean, he's going to take a lot of those mid ranges because they're absolutely going in. He's been absolutely on fire from
yeah,
that mid range game. I mean, it's insane. You pretty much just expect the shot to go in every time now. But when you are taking 28 field goal attempts, and also driving to the hoop, and you only end up with 2 free throws for the game, what's going on here, man? What's going on? 2 free throw attempts? Come
yeah,
on. Come
yeah,
on. I don't want to make excuses or anything like that for why we lost, but that's preposterous.
yeah, yeah. I'll
Two
be
free throws for a finals MVP, my man. I mean, it's insane. I mean, other players in this league like Austin Reeves get afforded a better whistle than Jalen Brown.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I'll be interested to hear what the post game comments are if they even mention the officiating. But
I don't think Jalen will mention anything again. But I mean, the proof is in the pudding right here. He's already stated his case, right? I don't think he has to keep going into it. We can all kind of like see it happening now in real time
yeah,
during the games and everything. Um, he's not going to set himself up to finally get the fine, but bro, what is going on? They
yeah,
hate this man.
yeah, you got to play the opponent and the officials, it seems. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Um,
definitely need a deep dive into that, figure out what's going on. But yeah, yeah, it's not
uh,
pretty.
dude, it's insane. Like this guy's gonna end up getting injured at some point this season because they're just not calling these fouls for him. And if the opponent knows that they can just hack the heck out of Jalen, man, they're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah,
And eventually, hand's gonna swing down on his hand, maybe bone in his hand. I don't know, mess up his wrist again. He's had wrist problems. He's had hand injuries in the past and stuff like that. It's just like insane that this stuff these calls don't get he doesn't get the same favorable calls as other players on other teams. It's insane. But
Yeah,
yeah, his overall he was a -21 in the game, but I mean, every time he was on the court, he was doing everything himself, and no one was helping him out when they were on the court with him. I mean,
yeah,
it's hard to watch Jalen get on the court with you know Hauser, Simons, and Garza, and he's got to play with these guys, and then they give him absolutely zero when they're on the court with him. So, um, don't really care about the -21 today because he had 32 points and really kept us in this game, was bringing us back. Peyton Pritchard, 32 minutes, 27 points today. He was also getting some buckets in garbage time as well. 4 assists, 8 for 16, 5 for 8 from three. The best, percentage right there today from the 3 point
yeah,
by far. So it's nice to see Pritchard hitting some shots today. Um, but other than that, yeah, got attacked early in the game and committed a couple early fouls again that took him out of it. So um, that's
yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah. I mean, yeah, they're gonna pick on him and Simons just because of their sizes, and I don't know, just they don't have a bigger enough guard that can do what Peyton does, and they don't have that size in their backcourt.
Nope. Yeah, it's Pritchard in his first season starting for the Celtics definitely has been a big learning curve from him. Because he was backing up Drew Holiday last year. And he was amazing off of the bench last year in his role. With the past couple years in his role off the bench, and yeah, it's a big adjustment for him this year, trying to score and defend against starters now. You're not coming in against bench players only, and you'll play the starters for a couple minute stints here and there. But um, yeah, prefer him on the bench, but I understand why he's starting,
Yeah,
and we just have no other options to start someone above him, and I can't see anybody like I can't see Luca Garza, Anthony Simons, or Jordan Walsh starting over him. It's just not going to happen. And Pritchard's earned his stripes. He's been in this with this organization for a long time. They stuck with him, and when they did, he became an NBA champion. I don't think that they are going to sit him on the bench this season. For just because we need like a spark on the energy from guys who aren't really scoring as well as him. I mean, Peyton Pritchard's been dominant in down low this season, and you're going to continue to try to ride that hot hand. Um, the fouls be damned,
yeah,
you just got to adjust. Sam Hauser today, 21 points. I mean, 21 minutes, 3 points, just 1 for 6 from the field, 1 for 5 from three. Just if he's not hitting threes, he's not really contributing anything else besides that. Not really athletic. The guarding on defense hasn't been the best this year. Yeah, I love Sam Hauser, man. He's a sniper when he's hitting the shots, but other than that, he doesn't really do anything else, and his game doesn't really have anything else. He doesn't drive. When he doesn't really create separation. Not really athletic. It's just run around, run around the screen, spot up three. If he's not doing that, it's gonna be hard to win with him coming off the bench, and if he's not providing any scoring ability for us. Luca Garza, 13 minutes, 2 points, just nothing. Yeah, when we're playing a bigger team,
hmm
Luca Garza, he doesn't look good. But when we're playing teams like the Wizards, when we're playing a lower uh, inferior opponent, yeah, he has some good games. But he's not s- ready to play these lineups that just have massive size. They're just going to out rebound him every time. So it is what it is. It sucks
Yeah,
that he's our backup big man.
yeah,
Um, he should be third string on someone's team, possibly fourth. I'll give him a little more credit than fourth string, but it's just what we have. Unfortunately, that second apron kicked our butt, man.
yeah. It did. Yeah, I'm curious why Chris Boucher is not playing. I mean, this is what the second out of 3 games he hasn't played. I'm
Uh,
curious on that one.
I gotta say it's probably his lack of size as well, my man. He's long, he's lanky, but he's lanky.
Yeah,
He gets bullied. He does get bullied worse than Luca Garza. If I'm being honest, sometimes he's getting boxed out, and it's just not a. I don't know, man. We saw when he played defense the other day, and he like tried to take that flop after he got like pushed or whatever. I mean, he really didn't need to flop. He really actually got pushed out the way. Like he wasn't gonna he wasn't gonna guard. I mean,
yeah,
at least Luka Garza gives you a little bit more defense, but man, it's not much. It's not
yeah,
much more. Um, and when Boucher was getting his minutes and stuff like that too. I mean, he wasn't scoring either. I think Joe at this point is going to go with the guy that has a little more meat, and you know can kind of like not get bullied down there a little bit, kind of like hold his own, but yeah, he's still getting dominated as well. So yeah, and we don't know what goes on behind the scenes either. We don't know if something's happened, behind the scenes or nothing like that. So
yeah,
I'm not going to speculate on anything, but we just don't know what goes
yeah,
into these decisions. But I mean, Baylor Shireman was a DMP as well today, but that's because he's clearly been getting outplayed by Jordan Walsh now to
yeah,
these last two games. Um,
yeah,
but Jordan Walsh isn't scoring points either. A lot of these guys are out there, but they're getting minutes off the bench, but there's no one scoring besides Simons. And when Simons gets taken out early as well in foul trouble, there's no one else in coming in to score right now, especially if Sam Hauser's not hitting shots. Uh,
yeah,
Simons couldn't get hot until that fourth quarter because he was in a little bit of foul trouble, but also the defense wasn't great again.
yeah. Joe
When
sat him for a while.
Yeah, the defense was not good. I don't know, man. This was the Drew kept talking about how this was his homecoming game, and I'm just like, I don't think anybody really cares about that, man. We just want to see him play good. That's you know, like
Yeah,
don't care that this is his homecoming game. If he's pressing because he's trying to impress or something like that, nah, we don't need that. Don't need that.
yeah. These guys, I don't know. It's what they're showing in practice as far as I guess Shireman and these other guys, and the minutes they do get, they're not being effective. My only knock on Jordan Walsh is he's just so hesitant. It's like he's scared to shoot the ball. He'll shoot it if he's absolutely 100% open, but
Well,
he's not aggressive enough on that end, you know?
Well, yeah, you're right. But I also think that goes back to his, past couple seasons where when he is out on the court and he does get those opportunities to shoot them, he was doing it early in his career. He just wasn't making them.
Yeah,
He just wasn't making them, and a lot of people would get upset that Joe would be benching him, pretty much not really giving him any chance to find a rhythm. But that's because when he would come into the game and he started shooting, they just weren't going in, man. Like that's all it comes down to. And now I think Joe, with him being a little bit more like, hey, let's take some more mid ranges this season. He's giving um Walsh a little bit more chance to shine. Maybe like you know like you said, like be a little bit more aggressive, take these shots. But now I feel like since he has been pulled out of the game in the past for shooting and missing, now he's scared to take those shots, like you're saying.
Yeah. We need the summer league Jordan Walsh. He was a mark for
Yeah.
the summer league. I don't know what happened, but
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was. He did great in the summer league. Even with the G League team.
yeah.
But yeah, it's you know what they say, like in the MLB, they call like some of the Red Sox players quadruple A players. You know what I'm saying? Not good enough for the big leagues, but not good enough for but too good for the minors. So um I don't think Jordan Walsh is in that, man. No, I think he might be in that category. But yeah, he has to get a little more aggressive with it. Like you said, 1 for 3 from shooting today, over 1 from the three. And but yeah, I still think he has some PTSD from his earlier the years earlier in his career, where when he would shoot and miss, Joe was taking him out the game because our 3-point philosophy, it was different, to last season, 2 seasons ago. So um yeah, it would definitely benefit him more with the minutes that he's earned over Baylor Shireman right now to put the shots up, because when Baylor's in the game, he doesn't hesitate to shoot.
No, he
He just
doesn't.
doesn't make he just doesn't make them either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Baylor
but
doesn't lack confidence, that's for sure.
yeah, but it's been good to see Jordan Walsh get this opportunity. Um, but yeah, I mean, the rebounding has been great. 6 rebounds. It's just the shooting that we need it to complement that rebounding game. He had a couple turnovers as well. But every yeah, I mean, not going to harp on 14 turnovers this game. Um, Orlando had 15. Man, I thought Orlando had a little bit more than that, but I guess not. I guess they but it's because the Celtics, like we said in that fourth quarter, they weren't getting any stops. They weren't doing any, they had no defense. They were just letting Orlando do whatever they wanted in that fourth. So, yeah, yeah, man. Other than that, yeah, not really that great of a game. Jalen Brown got his 32 points. Let me check what the stat was. I believe Dick Lipe had posted about that. Let me check the Twitter. It was like some crazy stat. I guess he like tied a record. Let's see. All right, Dick Light. Jalen Brown has posted his sixth 30th point game of the season. That ties the Celtic record for most 30-point games during a season's first 10 contests. The others, Sam Jones in the 65-66 season, Havlicek in the 70-71 season, Tatum in the 23-24 season, and the 24-25 season. So Tatum has done that twice. But it's good to see Jalen get up there with Tatum in the record books again.
Yeah.
There's a lot of records that Jason Tatum holds over Jalen Brown. But with Tatum being out this season, we could start to see maybe Jalen, getting into the records a little bit more this season in Celtics history, where he deservedly deserves to be. This guy's been been on the team 10 years now. It's good to see him finally get some shine and get some historic stats in the record books for the Celtics. He deserves it.
Yeah, big Jalen Brown supporter. Yeah, he deserves every bit of the recognition he's gonna get this year. Um, he's all NBA thus far. Hopefully he makes it this year. Second team, first team, doesn't matter. He'll make the all NBA if he keeps up this pace.
Yeah, he's going to be another All Star of the selection this year too, and deservedly so with what he's been doing to carry this team so far this year. Without him, without him, this team is a lottery team.
Yeah.
So gotta hope that there's no injury to him this year, because I'd like to see some more wins from this team this year. I know there's a lot of people on the the Tank fan club bandwagon right now, enjoying this loss.
Yeah.
Me, I don't like it. This is a team we could have beaten, should have beaten, but we unfortunately had to dig ourselves out of another hole after allowing, what was it, 38 points again in the first quarter. Sorry, not first half, first quarter. When you do that, yeah, it's going to be hard to win games, especially with turning the ball over, not hitting the shots. It is what it is, my man. Yeah.
Lack of size, lack of rebound. Well, I think we were pretty even on the rebounding part of it, but just the lack of size and talent at this point. I mean, our
Yeah.
our starting five, is kind of small, and our bench isn't really, giving us that much. So our depth isn't really that great. Even though Joe's playing 11 guys, he's just trying to piece everything together and trying to find that
Mhm.
rotation that he can settle on. But the
Yeah.
guys have been inconsistent. So
Well, we hopefully can, hope that they can adjust in the next game. They do play the Magic again next. This time it is not for an NBA Cup game. Celtics are 1-1 now in the NBA Cup. They still have a chance. They still have a chance. Can't remember how much they scored by in the first game, but I'm gonna go look at those later and see where the
yeah,
Celtics now rank as far as seeding goes. Um, but yeah, my man, looking forward to the next one. Pretty much that's all I got for this game for the post game. Um, you guys can follow me right here at Parquet Poppy. You can follow my boy right here, Adrian, NBA Swing Pass, and then you can follow the Dynasty Proud podcast and the Boston Sports Entertainment Network right down below. The links and the ads are right there at the bottom of the screen. Hit us up. Let's talk some ball. Give us a follow. Give this video a like if you're watching on YouTube or anything, or right now, even on X, hit that heart. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we get a win. So everyone take care. Peace out and go Celtics.
go C's.
Ends tonight here. It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions.